I mean, you know, the hard working ones that go down in the mines.
Oh,
yeah, they're
Oh my god!
their tiny child hands really fit to grab the jewels
over before it begin.
Yeah, to grab the jewels and diamonds.
Got the
but he didn't realize that Spencer's been recording that whole confession. I'm scared.
You know it. You'll be in there with R. Kelly in no time, buddy.
Still funny that his lawyer's like, I'd rather
Chickadee check
Saddam
myself
Hussein
before I
than
wreck
you.
myself.
Fucking quit.
Jesus Christ,
so crazy.
So terrible.
You ain't seen that shit?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
His lawyer was the same one that represented Saddam Hussein versus America. He took that trial all the way through, but then when it came to Diddy, he's like, I can't do this shit and quit.
Oh, Diddy. Oh, I thought you were talking about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
R. Kelly. Yeah, Dante.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he be with their Diddy too, man.
Same shit.
The diddler.
Bro, it's crazy listening to cause I like sometimes at work I listen to old Howard Stern shit and stuff. And
Howard was a wild boy.
Well, it's crazy because they're talking about like, you know, Sean Combs, P. Diddy and all that shit back in the day before everything came out. And they'd be like, you ever been to one of those parties? He's like, yeah, but they kick us out before the end and da-da-da. So I don't know really what's going on.
Howard was in that shit going
guaranteed,
crazy,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
You want to know something else crazy?
Well,
Welcome back to another show of Deep Thoughts and Whiskey Shots. I'm your co-host, the degenerate extraordinaire, Blade.
I hate when this guy does this shit. It actually...
Hell yeah.
Anyways,
and
that's
our fearless host over here.
That's right. The Manila Gorilla, the albino rhino, the blue eyes with the white dragon. Oh, you hear my echo as I climb out my cave. You know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Maintenance store, da-da-da. That's right. It's me, James. And we're joined once again, as you can already see, by the high-flying Mr. Worldwide, the freaking Puerto Rican. That's right. It's Nikki B back on the show.
Yes, sir. You know it. Shout out to my young Puerto Ricos out there. You know
welcome
what I'm saying?
Welcome back.
I appreciate you young men for having me back.
Of course,
like crack.
Oh, can't quit you now.
You know me.
And, you know, might as well go ahead and, as is tradition, you want to tell them what we're sipping on today, Blade, since you grabbed your cup like that?
Alrighty. Well, it's the same. We have that Evan Williams 1783.
Shout out to Evan.
Yep.
My grandfather's
Let's see if I got
Evan
that right.
Williams.
Oh, I got it right. It is 1783.
There you go. Veterans Blend or whatever.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's made of the sweat and tears of veterans all across the globe.
Again, my grandfather is named Evan Williams.
Might want to check that for a claim.
Better get some royalties on that, man.
I'm lying.
So we're starting out already. He's lying.
All right. Well, we have red flag number 1.
Just like a Puerto Rican.
Accident.
He didn't even realize that.
Oh, look at hey, shots fired.
Oh man. So yeah, I know last time we were here, we were talking about your worldwide exploits and your travel to Japan and stuff. I think we pretty much just kind of give a real quick recap. You went to Japan for just a vacation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and had a good time. Did a bunch of crazy shit.
Most definitely.
Now the worst part, like, I'm not a worldwide traveler. I've never been really. I've been to like Mexico driving. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really been out of the country like that.
Hey, Mexico counts, man.
Well, yeah, but driving's different than flying. So like,
I feel you.
I've always heard like, you know, you always hear like the crazy stories of like getting there is rough just because like the anticipation of wanting to get on the trip and it takes so long and blah blah blah. But I personally feel like the trip back's got to feel so much worse. Like it's got to be a harder trip in a certain sense. I don't know, maybe like how was your trip back? How was that?
The trip back, actually, it was crazy. It was easier, I would say, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It's just the only reason it was easier, I would say, was just because of the way that our flights were set up. So it was 2 flights. We flew from Dallas to Canada. And went to Canada first, and that was like a 2-hour flight. From Canada, so we went to Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Toronto, Canada. From Toronto, we flew to Tokyo.
Okay, you're talking about going there.
Yeah, going there.
Originally.
From that's like a 14 or 15-hour flight, or maybe 16 hours, I'll say.
Okay.
And that's where you encountered that bunk ass food.
Oh my god, bro! I didn't even eat the food. And
Check previous episode.
Yes. Food's terrible, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ate about 4 Biscoff cookies, you know what I'm saying, the whole time. I have a terrible digestive system, like we talked about before, so, you know what I'm saying? That was the only thing I felt safe eating, you know what I mean? But the flight there was cool. We got lucky. So the flight was completely full. the person beside. There was one missing person in the whole flight, and it was the person beside me that was supposed to be right beside us.
Yeah.
So I was able to lay out and just
stretch out,
have my fucking feet in the air,
Get that elbow room.
all other.
Did you have that same kind of look on the way back, or?
Definitely not. You know what I'm saying? Fucking flew with this big dude beside me. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty cool, but he just, I don't know. It just sucks to fly. So
was he a neckbeard?
Yeah.
No. He was
cool guy, just a big guy.
Cool, you say big guy coming back from Japan. I kind of put one and one together.
Nah, he was just a bigger dude. You know what I'm saying? Not like fat or anything, like just a bigger dude. You know what I'm saying? But he was just all over the fucking hand rest and shit. You know what I mean? So
that's one of those things. Like I imagine I'm that guy for a lot of people because I just take it's like
I'm not tripping. I'm just like I'll lean on this side because my wife is over here on this side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll just do that too. You know what I mean? But yeah. So when we went over there, whatever, it was not too crazy because, like I said, I got to lay out or whatever. But then on the way back, you have the long flight first. You know what I'm saying? So you just get that out the way. And I can sleep through that. You know what I'm saying? That flight too, a little bit more straight. When you like.
Was it the same path back, like Toronto?
Yeah, exact same thing. So, like, on the way there, you got to fly the first 2-3 hours, you know what I'm saying, to Canada. Like, in the first 2-3 hours in the flight back in Tokyo, since it's a longer flight, I'm, like, deep in sleep after that already, you know what I'm saying? So, I could continue sleeping for, like, 4 or 5, 6 hours and knock out a lot of the flight.
Right.
Whereas on the way there,
you got to be up.
My sleep is breaking up, you know what I'm saying? Because in 3 hours, I got to get up. Go through customs again, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're in a different country with Canada, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they make you go through customs and do the little extra shit, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, obviously, you know. So, but
now taking that nap and sleeping on the trip there, did that kind of fight the jet lag and
that helped. So
all that stuff?
It's crazy. Like I've flown a lot of places before. But this was like the longest flight, you know what I'm saying? And I did like some light research, you know what I mean?
Light.
So
he barely reads.
I was like, it was actually pictures. I just looked at the pictures.
It's the only way he actually knows
the
how
Google
to read.
how.
I
there
said,
you go.
picture, just images. But I found out that, like, you know what I'm saying, like wearing compression socks and shit like that helps with your blood flow and circulation, you know what I'm saying? Since you're not walking and getting up a lot, you know.
Right.
So I did that. I get migraines real easy in general, but a lot of times from being dehydrated, you know.
You are a migraine in general.
You know it exactly. So that's why, you know what I'm saying. They said it's really important to hydrate up there, and not drink like soda or liquor or anything like that. Just drink some water. So
we fucked up.
Drunk mad water. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know this. I knew it made sense. You know what I'm saying, but just never thought of it. But my stomach's terrible, like I said. So they were like the day before. And up to, you know what I'm saying, past your flight, of course, don't drink like sodas and high carbonated drinks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because,
get all the bubblies.
Yeah, when you fly and you're at the altitude, the gas pressures, you know what I'm saying, are like times 10. You know what I mean? So it makes you like have to like fart a lot. And oh my God, I fucking destroyed us. Like,
real
that
quick,
first time.
Podfather, give us a sound that might sound like going on in your stomach. Go ahead and play us. That's it. That's not very perilous. I figured it'd be way worse than that.
Oh, it wasn't. It was more instruments than that. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. It was a lot.
There
of
you
instruments.
go. That's more what they're.
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely instruments.
That's the shit coming on.
James Cameron, save us.
Yep.
Michael Bay, where you at?
Oh yeah, I was lighting the block up. You know what I'm saying.
Oh,
especially on that first flight when nobody was beside us. Oh my God, Lorna just kept on. My wife kept on just staring at me like. Was that you?
Of course.
Yeah, of course it's me. Like, who you think
be?
is fucking shitting everywhere? Yeah, I'm shitting. Goddamn. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You know.
After, I mean, like, that's one of those things, like, if it's like a 1 or 2 hour flight, you're just an asshole for farting. But if it's like a 14-hour, man, you just.
Come on, man. Y'all be all right.
I'm going to fart in my sleep.
Sorry,
I can't even
guys,
help
sorry.
it. Like, no, without even trying.
Exactly.
It's not like it was the whole 14 hours. It was only 12 hours.
Exactly.
Knowing Nick, it might have been the whole 4. It was at least 13. So,
Definitely.
I mean, you know.
I learned my lesson with that, you know what I'm saying? So I played it safe on the way back, too. You know
there
what
you
I'm
go.
Didn't eat anything, you know what I mean? I ate like some fucking, like I said, some crackers and some
Yeah,
tuna
take it
fish
easy.
or some shit, some light shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just some straight like beef from over there, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
but yeah, it was cool going back. It wasn't bad at all. They got a lot of good movies. actually built into the, you know what I'm saying, TVs on the headrests and everything too, which is nice. So that helped a lot, you know what I mean? And obviously they give you your little headphones and whatnot, so that helped a lot. And I watched like all the Fridays, you know what I'm saying? Like it ended up being perfect. They had a lot of good movies, actually. I was surprised, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like back in the day when you would get up there and there'd be like fucking 4 movies, right? And it'd be like You Got Mail with Tom Hanks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to watch You Got Mail 5 times in a row.
In 2 different languages, and the other one is The Notebook.
Yeah, and then the weirdest language is like I'm not gonna watch The Notebook in Cantonese.
I don't want to watch it in English.
I'm not gonna do it, man. Exactly. But it was cool. Like I said, I had no complaints. It was a smooth ride. We actually on the way back, instead of 14-hour flight, man, it was like 9 hours, yo. We were flying. Literally.
It's crazy.
Damn, dude. He took a shortcut.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. We did Tokyo Drift. Yeah. Airbeam Tokyo Drift.
He's like, I don't know what non-fly airspace means, but I'm flying right now.
You know,
I can't understand. Just keeps flying. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, we hit the worm portal.
Oh, sir, please keep your worm portal to yourself.
Oh, never.
Oh, man. All right. So there you go. But it's not, maybe the stories I've heard is like more when you're coming back from places like where it's not so English speaking, I guess, you know, because I'm sure in Japan you got a lot of English speaking people that can help work with you or at least understand enough to kind of help point you in the right direction. Yeah. It's like when you hear people come back from like South America countries where they speak no English, you speak no Spanish or shit like that. That's the ones that's like, I need to go here, and you know, you got to hope the guy's a good guy to point you in the right direction and stuff like that. So, but that's cool.
The Japanese people are genuinely like good people, man.
They probably just want to get you the fuck out the country.
Yeah, man. Now they know I'm coming peace. You know what I'm saying?
In that aspect of what you were talking about, James, of being like, I need to go here, not knowing the language. I think that's a fault on the traveler.
I mean, I feel like to an extent, like if you're going someplace, you got to at least kind of know how to get around or have a way to get
know
around.
The survival language,
and like,
if you will.
There's good and bad travelers too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not always the person.
We've traveled a lot, thankfully, you know what I'm saying? And we had the opportunity to travel a lot of places, you know what I mean? So me and my wife, we try to be more as respectable, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a lot of it too. I think that's goes a long way, because if you're like real impatient, real pushy and stuff like that, it's like, look, man, you're over here and you're not in your home no more. You're in another person's home.
Yeah, you know how many times I bowed to somebody, you know what I'm saying, over there?
It's just, and that really is just like a cultural thing. Like,
I remember this fucking construction guy. We were outside of our Airbnb. We were just walking to like this like little diner, like breakfast diner they had. And we were walking over there, and they had this construction working going on, and like the guy stopped doing all the construction. He stopped this whole team. We're across the street. We're on the other side of the street. You know what I'm saying? He stopped the whole team, and I was like, please cross here. I was like, oh, thank you, sir. And like I said, thank you. And when he said thank you, he bowed. And I mean, I thought he was gonna fall over. He bowed over. Wow. And this guy is like, you know, maybe 94 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh man, I felt with you, man. I appreciate the respect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I got my super bow on to them, you know what I'm saying? But they're just so respectful, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's no reason to be kind of like a dick out there, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a dick out there, like, come on, man. You're an animal. Yeah, you're just, it says more about you out there than anything, man. Everybody's cool. Nobody's a threat out there, you know what I'm saying? No threats out there.
You heard that here first. Nicholas Bond has challenged all of Japan. You are no threat. That's exactly what he said. No threat.
I'll see you all sumo wrestlers. 1,000 hand slap from me Honda.
Do your titties sting?
Just get him in the liver.
You know it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, okay. Well, that's a thing. Hey.
There you go.
Shit. Speaking of people that are trying to deflect a lot of shit. Okay. So you were kind of like a lot of my intro to a lot of like, you know, rap, hip hop and shit like that. You know, like I knew a lot of like, you know, the real. Meeting you, being a dude from New York, you kind of had a lot of the underground scene before shit was blowing up, where I kind of just would catch on to mainstream shit that would catch my ear, you know? Like, I would listen to, you know, obviously like the Tupac, Biggie, you know, DMX, guys like that I knew about, but then, you know, like I said, me and you were listening to the J. Cole before he ever hit the radio and shit like that. Yes, Future, I think, was another one we were listening to before he ever hit the, you know. So, that being said, you know more of the history of this particular individual. So... what the fuck is going on with Kanye West, man? Like, I just gotta know what the fuck. Man, like this whole new song he just dropped, like, is it a cry for help? Is it just whatever it takes to stay in the media? Like, what in the fuck is going on, dude?
Kanye, man,
The song, just so everybody knows, if you want to, you can go ahead and look it up as you're on YouTube. After you son of a bitch, you watch the whole episode first, and then
That's right.
look up "Cousin" by Kanye and look up the lyric video because it is a little hard to kind of hear. I tried to play it for the Podfather Spencer, and he was like, "What? I can't really, But when I told him the lyrics, it was like, "Oh, yeah. Okay." Then
he's concerned. He's concerned.
It's and it's just like obviously I know we're living in 2025, and you got more understanding and understand. Look, your business is your business. I don't care, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just throwing that information out there and like what?
Well, did you see the back and forth with him and Cam?
No, I didn't see that one. No.
Well, you already know Cameron's a fucking idiot.
He's a fool.
He's a fool.
A great fool. Respect.
Very, very hilarious fool, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cam definitely
in the most respectful way.
Yeah, Harlem representative, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Harlem.
That's another one you put me on him. Jules Santana.
Oh yeah, all of Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, got you. Those are classic. You know what I'm saying? People in New York
still rocking that shit to this day.
Definitely, man. You can't. It's a classic. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? All their albums.
Lil Boy Blue.
Nice.
All of it. All of it over my head.
Yeah, that was my guy.
Exactly. No problem. We'll get you caught up to speed. Don't you worry.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Young man.
That's his is a sad story too when you realize how big he was, and it's just like, man, what the fuck?
Joe Santana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Santana could have been where Lil Wayne was pretty much.
He was that big and good,
but they kind of. Joe Santana kind of rubbed off a lot. I feel always on Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne kind of gradually kind of absorbed his style. Also, you know what I'm saying. Even like the way he dressed and everything, that just all came from Joe Santana, New York.
I think Jules was one of those guys. Like when you want to talk about like people that actually lived their rap and whatever they said was probably true.
Yeah.
It was Jules.
Jules a G, man. I fuck with Jules, man. You know what I'm saying. But as far as Kanye goes, you know what I'm saying. For one, definitely, man, he is a Chicagoaner, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with Chicago over there, but I feel like they can't.
I don't know why. You said Chicagoaner, and I immediately thought of like some guy who's dressed out like Tim's and all sorts of stuff.
But that's a New Yorker, man. That's a New Yorker.
Yeah, I know. But like steampunk style gangster.
Okay.
Like whenever you say it that way.
Your Chicagoaner is from like 2065 or some shit. Like
train conductor.
Oh, you ain't heard? I'm steampunk now.
I'm steampunk Kanye.
Train conductor, man.
But it's just like he seems like one of those people that like I know we've talked about a couple cases like the spit on that thing girl was a big rise and fall.
Spit on that thing.
Yeah, bro, that shit. We talked about that one on a previous episode, but it was just like the most big and you're done.
Yeah,
and, but like Kanye,
definitely a flash in the pan there.
Definitely, but like you want to talk about a roller coaster. I mean, like most artists and shit, they either have one big crash or like and one rebound, or they just don't rebound. It's like a big crash. But like, this motherfucker's been all his life. It seems like
up and down.
Like,
it's crazy.
And he finally starts making a comeback and shit, and then there's these lyrics that he just comes out about giving his cousin head like 800 times and like with pride, and it's just like,
and it's so tricky with Kanye because you know what I'm saying, he does little stupid shit like this all the time.
Right.
He has a lot of antics, you know what I'm saying, and he's always saying something like for like the shock value, you know what I mean,
views and the
but sometimes he just be lying, you know what I mean, so like it's just hard to believe, but like being in hip hop in that culture, you know what I'm saying, being gay is not obviously like necessarily always like the most accepted thing, you know what I'm saying, right. So it's also I look at it on the other side, it's like, man, would he really risk like all his reputation for, because that you'll get a lot taken away from you from being gay, however it is, good or bad or right or wrong, whatever it is, what I'm saying, it is what it is.
Well, there's a lot of like old school 90s guys that are 80s 90s guys that are now running the stuff.
Yeah, and he's one of those.
He was one of those guys
who's there, who's there with Jay-Z's. He has multiple beats on Jay-Z albums, and you know what I'm saying, like
he's been on everybody's shit.
Album. I was about to say your favorite rapper's album got a beat or a feature at some point from Kanye, you know what I'm saying? So now what version they got of him, that only Lord knows, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you get the $5, the $20, or the $10,000 one?
But man, I stopped listening to Kanye so long ago, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously I'll hear his music, but like really downloading or going to listen and like saying, hey my boy, did you hear that new Kanye? Like back when his first one or two albums, that was it, you know what I'm saying? After that, man, he's been like, even when he was on that whole what was that album called where he's like no one man should have all that power, and he was like really on his I am God type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm cool on this, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm done.
It was after College Graduate.
Definitely. That was the last album, you know what I'm saying?
That's the last one I heard.
After I think that like his first 2 to 3 albums, man. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on the rest of them, you know.
Right.
But he's always been in the antics, and then he stayed afloat a lot from the clothes and the shoes. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
at one point, the Yeezys were the biggest shoes ever. You know what I'm saying?
See,
for a minute. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's so crazy, like his roller coaster, because you think about like at first he was doing like, you know, I obviously don't know as much of the history, but I know he was like producing and doing beats and stuff like that. Then he became his own rapper, and then blew up, got huge, you know, through the wire, all that shit that we were talking about off camera. And then it's like starts getting into some controversial shit. Then the next thing you know, he's with Kim Kardashian, and then that whole thing was another.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That was kind of like, in a lot of ways, if you look at the timeline, it seems like that was like the start of the downfall. Like
he just said something about that too, man. He said that he was like, man, I fucked up. He was like, I think he tweeted it. I saw on a little broadcast or whatever, they were talking about it, and he was saying that he was like, man, I should have got Paris Hilton pregnant, and he was saying that Kim Kardashian was like Paris Hilton's like assistant, and so he was like, man, I fucked up. He was like, I should have really got Paris Hilton pregnant. He was like, you know how many Hilton hotels I would have right now, man? I was like, shut your retarded ass up.
Yeah, but I was like, calm down. No, you still be paying child support to these people.
Exactly,
like, calm down.
He's still a damn fool, man.
That's some fucking Machiavellian thoughts right there.
Yeah, man. But I mean, strategic game planning. You know what I'm saying, for life.
It is what it is on that point.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I don't know. He's a nut job though, man.
Oh, then it goes from that. Then he's like promoting the anti-Jewish stuff, and then he's like, then he slowly starts coming back. And then they take all his money and bank accounts, and then he pleads for people's help. They start feeling bad for him. He comes back. Then he releases this song. Yeah, and then it's just like.
Then he says he's off his meds and he's doing this. I'm like, shut your. But I feel like now.
It almost feels like it might be a legit like plea for help. Like we might need to put this guy in like a psych ward and check him out. You know?
Well, they said like I don't know if you've seen this, but
he's been in and out, right?
He's been in and out of psych ward, and he had came out not too long ago saying that his personal trainer was trying to kill him. And he had said that like his he released like text messages and stuff, and his personal trainer was saying some real wild shit to him, like that your personal trainer wouldn't say to you. He was like, I'll put you back in that psych ward if you don't listen to what I'm saying to you.
Oh shit!
And I was like, yo, who is this personal trainer? It's not his doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like your personal trainer should not have that type of power over you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be worried about my personal trainer, but Lord knows what, like I said, that guy got going on.
Sounds like the plot of that one movie. I think it was Burn Notice.
Yeah. I think that's what the one I think.
Some fucking high value dude goes to a gym. Some dumbass jock guy finds the information and tries to sell it. Fucks up.
Yeah, fucks up. Like
is that a show?
That's a movie.
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a little older at this point, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
it is pretty old, isn't it? Man.
Yeah, I mean at this point, like it doesn't feel like it because we were younger when we watched it, but it's probably about a good solid 20 years now, maybe not quite that old, maybe 15, but yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, you know, it's like somebody that's had that much success and fame and money. It's like you don't really feel bad for him because you're like, man, you've lived the top life. Like you could have kept your shit together, it would have been cool.
Yeah, I don't.
But then at the same time, like, man, like mental illness and all that shit's a real thing, and maybe this dude is one of those people that's like really, really, really fucked up.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly he's a little fucked up. But like,
has
maybe,
enough money to say, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, enough talent. You know what I'm saying? Enough talent to get pushed. Like, oh, well, we can't lose this fucking cash cow type shit. You know what I mean? Because he was money for a long ass time. I mean,
yeah.
The little dumbass still is.
I mean, but those little dumbass shutter glasses that he was, like, they didn't do shit for you but blind you. And like, people
hated those glasses.
But people were buying up, bro. I remember there's kids walking around the school in high school wearing that shit and be like, "What the fuck?" Kanye has.
I hated, bro. Like, I hated those goddamn glasses. I hated the little bear.
Yeah, his logo guy. It's like a childish bear.
But
again, hey, in retrospect, he's talking about all this shit he did as a young boy with his cousin. Now, maybe he's like some kind of
maybe that was the thing in the corner that he was looking at while he was sucking.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that bear is like some kind of fucking my mind is fucked up thing. I don't know. Like, you know, like
they call the gay guys that are furry bears. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's
the gay guys that are large and fat.
Yes,
with a lot of hair on them
and hair.
Maybe that's why.
James.
Fuck and you. I'm married. What have you done lately, sir? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway,
you didn't give me a chance to fucking rebuttal.
Don't need one. Anywho, so speaking of crazy out of touch and out of tune and shit, have you guys kept up with this Shannon Sharpe shit?
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel bad for my boy Shannon out there, man. Dude. They're killing boy Shannon out there, man.
Dude, we have so many times on this podcast talked about like we were fans of Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, I love
like,
Shannon Sharpe.
bro. I mean, like I've said it many times. Like probably, if not my favorite tight end, like one or two. You know what I'm saying? Like he's way up there. I love listening to the podcast. Him and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, all that shit. And it's like
he was my favorite receiver at a point in time.
Ocho Cinco.
Oh yeah,
man. I hated him just because I'm a Steelers fan and they're Bengals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that rivalry is there.
Our rivalry there, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But he was always just a fucking fool. You know what I mean? He's hilarious. Definitely.
I'm gonna spin this plate before we get started on Shannon.
Okay.
Have you heard his pre-game ritual? What he would do to get psyched up?
Was he doing was he smoking and drinking or something? Like that?
No. It's even funnier. So he would take a half of a Viagra before the game, and it would get his blood going.
Yeah, I know plenty of people in the gym that used to pop the Viagra, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
If you
blood flowing.
If you really think about it, if you go look at any pre-workout, any energy drink, any of that shit's got nitric oxide boosters in it. What the fuck is Viagra but the best nitric oxide booster in the world? It just focuses on your dick. But if you use, that's the thing though, like I think a lot of people get it confused. Like Viagra doesn't like immediately put the blood straight to your dick, from what I understand. It's just blood flow. So if you're in the middle of sex, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I think that's what people. Yeah, I'm sure 100% people think.
But then again, Chad said that he used to run routes with a hard on. So I mean, I don't fucking know. I mean,
wild,
maybe
man.
that's a crazy thought.
I'm hoping he's
joking. Man. I'm hoping he's joking.
Not even guarding that
shit,
guy
bro.
at that point, man. Just take the touchdown.
That's how he got most of his catches, bro.
There you go, man. Nobody wanted to guard him.
Fucking erection. He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, nobody's guarding me. I'm wide open.
Tackle this.
Yeah, exactly. It's on my leg.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and look at all the highlights and all the hip tackles.
Oh yeah,
and how they let go.
Oh man, terrible.
The face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're cooking up young Shannon right now. You know what I'm saying?
So,
go ahead.
But I was gonna say, does this feel like, because look, let's just be honest. There's been a lot of African American, black people in TV, media, whatever that have been wrongfully prosecuted and shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you think this is like a hit job, or do you think maybe he was wilding and getting a little freaky being an old man and kind of maybe crossed the line? Because
it's tough, you know what I'm saying? Because
I mean, if you listen to the recording, if it's see, that's the thing too with AI anymore. Like you can make almost anything if you out of sound bites if you wanted to. So it's really difficult sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This is the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, It sounded like your boy Shannon is a little freak anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because if you remember, he had that Instagram thing not too long ago.
Yeah, where he's busting down, some other chick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and conveniently left his Instagram live on.
But now that I think that was because he had like a Viagra or like a condom.
It's the Blue Chew
sponsorship.
stuff, bro.
Was that? Yeah,
Blue
he had
Chew.
like a sponsorship for that. You know what I'm saying? So that was perfect for his sponsorship. You know what I'm saying?
Since he got that Blue Chew sponsorship, he's
been wilding out.
He's been chewed up, man. He's been chewed up.
I'm blue chewed up.
He's chewed up, man. He's blue.
I used to run routes. Brett Favre used to throw shit at me.
I'm
Wait,
blue.
he's a wrong guy.
That's his brother. His brother was the one that Brett Favre threw to.
It's the other Sharpe.
Yeah, sharp cheese.
Sharp cheddar.
cheese.
You know it.
Sharp cheddar.
But it's like it's just crazy because, like I said, it's that same fucking lawyer too. You know what I'm saying? So the same lawyer. I think his name. I want to say his name is Ben Shapiro, unless I'm tripping.
It's not the same Ben Shapiro, right? Not the same one.
This is the same dude that's going after Jay-Z right now. Same dude that's fucking with Diddy right now. Like it's the same lawyer. He's going after all the black people that have money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it a coincidence? It's starting to look that way because he's not going after nobody else. And I'm like, it can't be the black people, obviously, that are doing it. They might be doing some nut shit too. You know what I'm saying?
But like Diddy alone is you're kind of like, well, that's a crazy ass fucking. Hold on now, like.
But how many black billionaires or people that have that X amount of money like that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna pretend to try to make stats up. Or
Like it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd if you're a lawyer and you're a high profile lawyer. And you're trying to get this money.
Who you going after?
I'm going after whoever got the money. There's a sprinkle. And that whole shit got shut down already. You know what I'm saying? They've been back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z ended suing him, I believe, doing like a counter lawsuit on him. You know what I'm saying? So,
defamation or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. I don't know what's going on with this dude. And this guy's already known to have like a bad reputation of like lying and having like a lot of cases that have gotten dropped because they find out that the
tampering evidence. Or
or it's just
shit.
fake. You know what I'm saying? Or like like that's what happened with Jay-Z. They were talking about how he like raped his kid or whatever, and then he wasn't even in the same area at the time. He was like doing a concert over here or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking crazy because they don't ever really publicize like the proof. Like, he was innocent, but they make that he raped a kid shit. Like that's all these headlines. How does Beyonce feel?
And the allegations will kill you. You know what I'm saying? Just that. But
there was a saying that like they say they'll print your allegations on the front page. They'll print your retraction on page 34.
100%.
So I mean, like if you don't sit there and read through it, a lot of times the story just goes by the wayside. But it's still hey, weren't you that rapist? Like, nah, they acquitted me. Blah blah blah. It wasn't real. Whatever. And it's like I didn't see that proof. Like, you didn't read the fucking paper.
That's why you read the first paragraph and jump all the way to the end.
Exactly. It's just a headline reader.
it.
But I mean, that's the things. Like, so because I've seen some messages where it's like the girl is okay. So let's just back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe, NFL Hall of Famer. I think he's like 56, 59. He's up there.
56, I think.
6'4", 6'5", jacked up black dude from Virginia or from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Big dude. And he was apparently having a consensual relationship with this. I think she was 20, 19.
I think she was 19 at the time. Or he met her at least.
At 19, and then whatever happened. Because, so she was of legal age. That wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
But, what 56-year-old's fucking with a 19-year-old lady? Just like, come on, man, use your head.
I don't even have a problem, honestly. Like, it happens all the time where older people are with the younger people. That's it. But I'm like, but to a certain point, for one, there's another reason I feel like it could be a setup.
Right.
Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He's been in the league since he was 20.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He's been into some type of spotlight or some type of, whatever. Yeah.
Whether it be ESPN or online shit.
No homo. He's a good-looking older guy. He got money. He's swole as shit. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of things going for him.
Media,
smart guy. He got a lot of things going for him. He has probably been getting pussy thrown at him his whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if you listen to the Nightcap shit, he basically tells you it's his whole life.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Had women,
so I don't think this is like this type of girl, like this type of woman, and this type of dealings and this type of lady with the trap is not something he's not familiar with. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's actually had a couple stories, I think.
He's had some wild stories.
Where he's talking about like he was literally about to do the do with these shit. About do it, you know what I mean? Whatever he said. But like he'd be like he noticed like why you got that pin open next to the condoms type shit, and then he would just do a check like hold on, let me see this shit. Hell nah type shit,
Exactly.
And then so like it's I don't know. To me, I feel like okay, so it's a couple different things. Like I get everything you're saying about that. Just to cover the 56 to the 19-year-old thing, to me, like I get that happens all the time. Like I know that's not a normal thing. Like we were talking about Howard Stern off air. I think he married a chick that was like 30 years younger than him and shit like that. And like it happens all the time. Like as long as you're of legal age, it's technically not anything wrong. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I just feel like at that point, like look, man, you got to understand at your level, fame, wealth, notoriety. Personality online, however much of that is you for real or you just putting on a character for whatever. And for the most part, it seems like it's genuinely him. He's a fun-loving guy or whatever. Like, you just got to understand, bro. Like these young women like don't play by the same rules from when you were growing up.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like when he was growing up, there might have been a little bit more respect from a 20-year-old woman. But now it's like
these
everybody's
chasing smart.
Well, they're trying to chase a quick bag.
I'm about to say they want that bag and you a bag, and they will sacrifice anything for the bag. She will literally spread her legs and get pregnant.
Yeah,
she literally was saying, "Give me that big black baby."
That big black baby.
She want to say big
black baby Yoda.
Come on, like, and that was the part too. I'm like, yo, like she like was texting, I know you want this big fat ass, $25K a cheek, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
saying all sorts
you
of
can tell
craziness.
this bitch is just about the money, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but like I can't be mad at her because I'm like, bro, you know better, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's not like she's hiding. It's not like it was like she knew what was up.
Yeah, it was a mutual thing, you know what I'm saying? Which at the end of the day, again, like I said, like, so it is what it is, but it's just,
like you gotta be smart about
yeah,
that
you
shit,
just
like,
gotta be smart, and you would think you would know better, but being seasoned vet with that type of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Because like some of the messages I was reading, she was like, I like that BDSM shit and this and that, blah, blah.
And that's what I was gonna say too earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked like Shannon was into that whole role playing, being a slave, you know what I'm saying?
Damn,
white slave, because they were saying some nut shit in there, you know what I'm saying? And that might save him, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that like
that looked like they were playing along.
Yeah, that looks like it was just role playing.
Because there was one where like there was one message, and again, I don't know how true it was. I could be spouting all bullshit, but it was like basically it read, I'm into that hardcore shit, that BDSM, put your big black hands around my neck and choke me while you give it to me good. Like it was like shit like that. So it's like,
yeah.
and then what's crazy is from what I understand, the whole reason why they started having the problems in the first place is because he was hitting it and slipped it in the back door, and she told him no, apparently, and he just kept going anyways because I guess he was there.
He was there. Hey, I'm at the back door.
I'm already here. Here's my thing.
Let me in.
Here's my thing about that. Unless she has the biggest gaping wide asshole, there's no accidental just whoop no. It's
you can't slip that thing in like that.
Unless you just coat it in fucking oil or something. Like if you're just
Spencer's face was so fucking stupid.
I'm just being honest. Like unless you are just into some really crazy shit where you guys are baby oil from head to toe.
Yeah, you have to get prepared.
It takes an effort.
Like for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, as the resident degenerate extraordinaire,
all right,
I must let you know about the wonderful thing known as a triple G or a greasy grundle gamble.
Greasy grundle gamble.
Triple G the boxer?
Oh, I forgot he was a boxer.
Oh, you called him a greasy grundle gamble.
Oh, hell no. Not Galati Golovkin.
Oh, no. But anyway, a greasy grundle gamble is whenever you're really going at it from behind, right?
Yeah.
Going vaginal.
Educate me, please, sir.
And then you misappropriate the length of your penis.
Mm-hmm. You pull out too far.
Slips out. And then you hit that grundle, right?
It's going one way
and it's
or the
a
other.
50-50 chance of where it goes. Sometimes it goes, in the butthole.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it goes right back in. That's the greasy grundle gamble right there.
I know that.
Again.
Have you heard of the Arabian goggles?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody.
Classic.
On the ice. Yeah. No, but again, okay.
I used to think that was the funny. I learned that maybe in about 4th grade. My boy was like, "Hey, have you ever did Arabian goggles?" When he told me that thing, I was so dead. I was like,
"Hey, James,
it's a what? What?
Can you say that like the Smash Bros announcer?"
Which one?
What you just said.
Arabian goggles.
Yeah.
Arabian goggles. All right, now do it again for greasy grundle. Ready?
All right, no, I'll let Blade do that one.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Excellent. Greasy grundle gamble.
There you go.
That was fun.
do. Yeah, but again, unless you just got a needle dick, I'm sorry.
Turkish nose job.
Needle dick. Needle dick.
Needle dick.
That needs to be the name of your next album.
Oh yeah, Nick.
Needle dick?
Yeah, Nick, do that.
Needle dick.
No. It's like whenever the character's doing really good and the chanting in the background.
Yeah, what's this chant?
What am I chanting?
Needle dick.
Needle dick. Needle dick. Needle dick.
Time.
Match over.
The winner is
Cleveland Steamer.
How about the White Dragon, man? Y'all know about the White Dragon, man?
Oh, of course. It's when you have a girl standing 6'9", you come all over the roof of her mouth.
This is a different white dragon. Maybe maybe a southern white dragon. This is where you are about to nut and then you just shove it in the back of her throat and make it come out of her nose like smoke.
It works both ways. Yeah, it's the same way.
It's kind of like a donkey punch, except you got to punch the fucking shit out of her nose.
Throat instead of the booty hole.
Okay, we're getting completely off topic, but I do have to say, when he said donkey punch, that made me think I was watching a Patrice O'Neal back in the day when they were starting cancel culture. And literally it was him like discussing with this news anchor. She's like, "You say inappropriate things." He's like what? He's like, "You talk about violence to women. What's sex?" He goes, "A donkey punch?" Talking about a donkey punch. And he's like, the way he just gets so like, "I know what I said is you hit her real hard and it tightens back up." Like, everybody, why are you laughing? She's clearly upset. Like, it's so funny. It just, man,
who was like,
that? Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, okay.
It was just one of those moments like, man, we lost a good one. R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal way too soon, bro. Like, he'd be eating in this today's.
Yeah.
Bro, him, Bernie Mac, and Ralphie May be killing people today with the modern culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I got homework for you guys since you brought up Patrice O'Neal. He used to do a radio show.
Yeah, Opie and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, a separate one too.
Oh, okay.
Where he would just talk to random motherfuckers that would call the shit. It's on Spotify. Look up Patrice O'Neal stuff, and it's really funny, dude. It's like some '90s, fucking early '90s radio host.
Speaking of like early
stuff.
'90s radio host shit, I saw the other day randomly on YouTube. I don't know if y'all remember Crank Yankers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
bro.
Yeah.
fucking cooked out there.
I peed in the pool.
I peed it. Yeah, I peed it. Yeah, the whole thing. Right?
And it's okay.
Special Ed out
It's
there.
okay.
Special Ed, that was my boy.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
He's like, no, it's not okay. He started crying. Yeah.
Bro, that was such a classic.
The funniest thing about that one is like the amount of comedians and shit that did the voices.
Oh,
I didn't even know.
You were surprised, yeah.
Like Sarah Silverman was on there, Jimmy Florentine was
Wanda
one,
Sykes.
Artie Lang, Wanda
Cat Williams.
Sykes.
There was a lot of people
Cat
up there.
Williams, Ludacris did one. It's
This was good.
His I'm changing
They
my
had
name.
a lot of rappers up there, I want to say.
The Ludacris one is funny because he calls his AJ. He's like, I'm changing my name to Mixmaster Peanut. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out with a big monocle and a cane.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking hilarious.
It's just funny because you just see like the way the agent's talking. Like you could tell you don't want to be like Ludacris. You're fucking stupid because he's making money and shit. But at the same time, like the little cartoon animation is like he's shredding all the fucking contracts. He's just like, yeah, whatever you want.
That's hilarious, man. Yeah,
Crank Anchors was the shit, bro.
classic,
Like,
man. Classic.
I just had to learn a Ludacris song and I fucking hate it.
Which one?
Oh.
Fantasy.
Oh,
What's your fantasy?
I fucking hate that song. God.
From your head
I want
to
it.
your toe.
I said, Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Nah, that's a classical though, man. It's definitely classical.
No, it sucks. There's like
Man,
no
it's a
music
classical.
to it.
Hold on.
It's classic.
Guys, wait. Stop. Rewind. Back to Shannon Sharpe. So we were on that. So again, me and you. So yeah, I'm personally thinking it was a long con set job. I feel like she was dating the dude for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, if the messages on the phone are real about him being like, if you keep calling me a manipulator, I'm gonna choke the shit out you. And then she's like, I don't want to be choked. He's like, you ain't got to say something to matter. That's not gonna help the case.
That does not look good.
That is not a good look.
Not looking good, Shani.
Now, if you're role playing, on the other hand,
But
that's
see,
some
that-
hot shit right
So,
there.
Because that's what he said, that they had altered multiple clips of them, I guess, like fucking or whatever, or having some type of sexual extravaganzas.
But that's what I was saying. Like some of the first text message I saw was her talking to him about I want BDSM wrapped in big black hands around my neck.
You know what I'm saying? Now, one
pin
thing
me
I
to the
did
wall,
see
shit like that.
in one of the podcasts that I watched, you know what I'm saying, there's they were talking about how when he put out those text messages, noticed that you didn't see any of his replies in those text messages. And I was like, I didn't think about that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
actually
Lord knows what wildness he was saying too, you know what I'm saying? But when
he
they
did put out his good side.
exactly, he didn't put out anything that he said. He just put out
what she said.
her remarks, you know what I'm saying? No replies from him, or no questions from
Does
him.
that help or hurt?
That's why I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's literally such a 50-50 thing. I don't know, but he's cooked already, man. ESPN, I don't think he's coming back from ESPN, you know what I'm saying?
He said that he's stepping away before they fire him. So
I've seen a lot of places. All right, so you know Marcus Woodley?
I've heard the name.
You know him if you see him, you know what I'm saying? He has a podcast. He was
a football player.
Yeah, he was a football player. He'd been on
Dallas
Marcus
Cowboys
Wiley?
defensive
Wiley,
end.
yeah.
Oh,
Excuse me,
Wiley,
my bad,
yeah,
not
okay,
Willie.
okay, yeah.
But you know Marcus Wiley.
Marcus Willie.
Yeah.
I'm
Good old
Marcus
Southern
Willie.
boy.
I play for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
Willie.
That's a totally different guy, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen Jerry Jones's prostitute corner.
And his prostate.
I literally thought you were about to say his prostate. That's why.
That's what I thought too.
But yeah, so you know he was saying
Marcus Wiley. I'm proctologist to Jerry Jones. I'm a prospector and a proctologist.
big booty doctor.
Bro, that'd be scary. You go to a proctologist and he has a fucking pickaxe. Anyways, keep
Oh
going.
my
with
God,
your
what are you
chest.
about to do with that thing? No, please.
Next time, please.
No, daddy, no.
I'll pay double not to do that.
Yes, exactly. Pay you not to come today.
This is the endoscope.
Right. Whoa.
Not endo.
I don't see any technology. This is a flashlight and a fucking pickaxe.
Now we
Now
gotta
get-
get in there.
I gotta
Oh.
get. Yeah, it's like do it real quick. All right, Nick. So we're going deeper into your. Oh my God! What? Gone. I live in Nick's asshole now.
No, please.
Is that a hamster? What the hell? Get away! No!
Actually, I had a hamster that disappeared on me back in the day. His name was Alibaba.
Oh man.
Because he would escape all the time out of his cage. But
Maybe that's where he's at. Like one day you're just gonna
maybe.
you're gonna go get your.
That's
you're
why I
gonna-
got a digestive. Fuck the digestive. I swear to God, I'm drinking Mad Ollie Pop every day, man. I got fucking about 100 grams of fiber every day in my ass.
Well,
you
he's
know
just
what
in
I'm
there
saying?
fucking
Going
with you,
crazy.
just kicking it.
Yeah, must have been.
have
But
your
he's been living so long, goddamn.
You have your own version of Lemmy Winks inside of you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let me so
Okay. All right. Once again, we get too far off again. So yeah. So like that's a crazy point. But real quick, before you talk about what you're saying, I did see where that he said he was going to be back before the NFL season. Now, what were you saying? What did Marcus Wiley say?
Marcus Wiley said that supposedly he thinks he's already fired. You know what I'm saying? But he's just kind of doing that, to make it look clean, or that ESPN gave him the route
to make himself look better.
Option, just to kind of like when you get fired from, you're like, hey, you could quit or we could fire your ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I feel like it's not. I feel like they have to I feel like they have to suspend him for an investigation.
Got to, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it might even because here's the thing. He's a proven commodity in the sports world. If he ends up proven innocent and you just fire him, then all of a sudden you look like the asshole for not standing next to your guy.
Yeah.
Like, granted, some of the stuff is not good. It's really bad. I mean, the last thing you need is a 6'5", 2 jacked up 2 whatever Sam or choke you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Not a good look, you know what I'm saying, at all.
Good.
But if at the end of everything, if it ends up proving that it was a back and forth consensual relationship, there was no actual threat involved, whatever, you fire the guy, you don't give him a chance to come back, you don't give him a job again, then basically you let the allegations kill his life. Yeah. What does that say about you? So if anything, I feel like it's probably like a police officer whenever they get suspended. It's like they're suspended with pay or reduced pay. But
and your boy Stephen A, they're getting in his ass too, man.
Well, he immediately turned on Shannon. Which
that's all I was about to
crazy.
say. Like, he looked like a fucking fool because he looked so fake. That's supposed to be his guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they were saying when the Jay-Z allegations came out that he was like, Jay-Z would never do that. I know him personally for 23 years. He's got a good character, and he's fucking riding for Jay.
Yeah.
But then when shit happens with Shannon, he's like, I don't know what happened.
I have to distance myself from Mr. Sharpe.
I just have to distance myself and let things
play out. When he said Mr. Sharpe, I was like, oh.
I was like, and that's why, again, what Marcus Wilder was saying, he was like, it looks bad, you know what I'm saying?
All the way around.
And they were like, 10 out of 10 that don't think this boy's coming back after... during whenever football comes back, you know what I'm saying? And I can see that happening, you know what I mean? Like, in 6 months, hopefully shit will die down. People are going to start forgetting, and the ESPN just kind of phase them right out and back to regular scheduled program, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Shannon's the type that'd forgive that, though. I think he'd be the ones that'd be like, you didn't stand next to me or whatever, you didn't stand by me. So,
Yeah, and also I'll say that, they were saying it was crazy because the whole thing, the kind of whole thing back and forth with the chick with Shannon had already been happening for a while, but she didn't end up filing for the lawsuit until ESPN announced that they were going to come out with a $100 million contract for him. And he was about to sign.
Actually, I think it was
and that's when Ben Shapiro or whatever
he came in.
Yeah, lawyer came in, boom, and made it official. Because supposedly they already
having issues or whatever.
Yeah, and they're already having issues. They already had given her an agreement to hey, they said, hey, we'll give you $10 million, you know what I'm saying, to just not say anything and sign an NDA or whatever, but I guess that Shannon was kind of using that to kind of like buy himself some time to kind of get things set up, you know what I mean? And then I guess by the time she realized, hey, he's just trying to buy time and he's about to get this 100 M's.
Yeah.
This is the time to go ahead and get in there right now. Yeah.
Should have paid her quick.
Yeah. That's why she comes up with a crazy number, $50 million.
Yeah.
Do you mean to tell me that the number you come up with is exactly half of what I'm about to get? Like, that's so crazy,
I think that the guy's name is Bubba Dub, and he also has a show on like the Shannon Sharpe's network or whatever. Yeah. So again, I mean, he's obviously going to ride with Shannon, whatever. Mm-hmm. So again, take whatever he says
with a grain of
salt, obviously. But I mean, he kind of made that exact same point. It's like, it's kind of funny that him and this chick were dating for like 2 years. Everything was consensual. Then when he breaks it off, doesn't pay for it no more, doesn't want nothing to do with her. He gets a contract coming up. It goes public knowledge how much he's about to get. He's about to be like the #1 sports broadcaster, It's like now all of a sudden all the lawsuits, kind of like what you're saying. So
it's crazy, man.
It's like, listen, I feel like it's one of those situations where at the end of the day, nobody's going to come out clean.
Yeah, everybody looks nuts already.
It's going to look bad. Because even if like it was a consensual thing, it's always like, I'm going to choke you, bitch. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Like, there's never no way that's not going to look good.
Yeah, it just looks crazy, man.
In all honesty, from you saying all your stuff, it seems like it's backlash from being #1. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you said, he was the #1 broadcaster. Is going to be making X amount of money. Like I completely agree with what you guys are trying to say here.
The thing too is you got to remember, like he just signed Jeff Teague, who was a professional basketball player, to a podcast. I mean, like
other than Stephen A, who's a bigger, like he jump Skip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially with all the Skip's controversies.
Yeah, like Skip is done. You know what I'm saying? So
but
like
that's another thing that makes me wonder because you think about all the shit that Skip was doing. So it's like, what the fuck was happening at Sports Southwest?
Well, look, that's the crazy thing you heard about your man Shaq.
Yo, Shaq.
Did you see the whole thing with Shaq?
I saw parts of it.
Well, Shaq. Okay, so there's recording
with the little lady.
Yeah, with the lady, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that lady does not look like she'll survive.
Oh no, this might be something different then.
He took a picture with like some like 20-year-old like influencer model.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
she's standing in the mirror or whatever, and like Shaq's got his hands over her.
He's a perv though, you know what I'm saying? He been a weirdo, you know what I mean? So I don't really know why but him and Shannon got some type of beef.
Really?
Yeah, and so if you look up that's a big thing. They were so, like out of nowhere. They're saying that Shaq was the one that put old girl on him. Because Shaq supposedly put like a bag on getting some information about Shannon because something happened with Shannon and Shaq and they got some beef. So there's a recording that just went crazy viral now of Matt Barnes talking to this chick saying, hey, Shaq and Shannon had some beef. Shaq is putting some money out if you're on that type of time to get close to get close to Shannon, get some info, and he'll give you some bread. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know this, and it makes sense, obviously, but Shaq is a billionaire, yo. Like, he got the bread and he got the connections, you know what I'm saying? So he's dangerous, you know what I mean? Yeah,
leaning back into the Machiavellianisms.
He got Shaq gummies, man.
Oh, yeah. They got
Shaq gummies.
Shaq shoes, Shaq
exactly.
gummies.
Shaq food, Shaq Kung Fu games.
Shaq
you know
food, fucking.
He was Kazam.
The general.
Yeah, Kazam from the movie, Disney movie.
That's crazy to think about. Like, yeah,
it's one of Spencer's favorites.
Because I didn't know what the fuck you talking about. But like,
you ever seen Kazam?
Nah.
What?
Are you talking about the?
He's a genie.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Spencer, you ever seen
the Sinbad movie?
Yeah, the Sinbad movie.
Yeah.
Okay. No, well, yeah, I always thought it was Sinbad too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, but yes,
we're a fan of Nelson Mandela, Spencer and I.
Definitely, I feel you. Okay, I'm right there with you.
Hey, was there a cornucopia in the Fruit of the Looms logo?
Of course there was, man.
Of course.
There's fruits all over my drawers.
We're all from different dimensions.
Yep.
Yes, we
You're
are.
the weird one.
Yeah. You don't remember the cornucopia?
I remember that. Yeah,
I remember him definitely.
I do too.
But that's also one of those things. The human brain is so fucking tricky. Like, who knows? Like, who really knows? Like, someone could have said it was that, and it's like, yeah, I remember that, and then it was never that. Like, who fucking knows? But yeah, so that's crazy though. The Shannon and Shaq thing. I didn't realize they had. Beef like
so
that.
Supposedly, like I said, and you can literally look it up. It went viral, like I said. The whole thing with Matt Barnes. So it drug Matt Barnes in there, and I was like, oh man, everybody's getting drugged in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
this might be one of those things where it's gonna get real like. Gonna open up a lot
nasty,
of
man.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna kind of get exposed to a certain extent.
Because if you think about it, like that's like that's a real hood rat tactic. Like, you know, if you like what Shaq did, like if you knew
that's a bitch move, man.
But like if you know like you got a hoe in the neighborhood and you're just like, hey, go over there and figure some shit out for me, and you just send somebody on.
She was a hoe.
I mean, obviously,
faux show.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you know what's up. You know what type, Shannon be on. He's on that freaky time with his blue chews and shit like that. Like, it seems like it's a complete setup. I mean, to get info, what fucking info you need on the man? He's doing his own thing.
What are you trying to do,
like,
man?
bro,
leave him alone, yo.
But I mean, if you think about just how personal Shaq takes everything.
It was because the reason they had the beef, they said it was because a couple months back, Shannon had said that Shaq could have been like much better, even though he's one of the greats. He was like, man, Shaq is one of the greats. Obviously, he gave him a lot of love and flowers.
Yeah, but
he was like, Shaq could have been better because Shaq's 100. He's admitted multiple times that he was lazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
He got up to like 360 pounds.
Yeah, like he was just being a slob. You know what I'm saying? And he's admitted multiple times, hey, if I was been on my shit, like we went and went crazier, you know? And that's what Shannon just said. He was just like, yo, Shaq is a man. He's a Hall of Famer, da-da-da. Yeah. But, man, just imagine what he would have did if he was, like, on his shit and he wasn't such a lazy guy, you know?
Kobe said straight up, like, if you had my work ethic, we would have won 12 straight.
Oh, hell yeah. Nobody would have stopped Shaq, legit. It was fucking disgusting.
If Shaq legit had the Michael Jordan, like, Kobe work
mindset,
ethic. And, yeah, like apparently he works out hard as fuck now. You know what I mean? And that's cool.
I mean, he's
like,
got to, man. He's fucking big, fucking
ginormous.
Goliath. You know what I'm saying? He'll get blood pressure when OD if he doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Good
Working
point.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He have the sugars, as y'all call it in the South, man.
I heard, I'm not sure how recent it was, but Shaq had his hip replaced, right?
I believe.
And so they make those things like medium, small, extra large,
Oh,
and stuff like that. They had to custom make a hip replacement for
That's so
him.
crazy. He had that space age technology.
Using the fucking plaster of a dinosaur at the museum or some shit. Like, goddamn.
When they brought back the dire wolf, they made his hip in the dire wolf.
Yeah, they used CRISPR technology on Shaq to figure out what the fucking shape of his hip was.
That's crazy.
That's all the dire wolf is. You put Shaq's gigantism into a regular wolf, and they said, "Yeah, we'll call it dire. Fuck it, it's the same thing." Yeah,
that's crazy, man. But Shaq's such a hater, man. Young hater.
Bro, like you would think,
and I can see it. I can see him doing it. You know,
because think about how he goes so hard at fucking Dwight Howard. It's
he
like,
hates Dwight, man. And like, I get Dwight's a little Fruit Loop, and he does a lot of weird shit, and he is a weird guy, but he's not like It's like if I'm cool, thank you. It's like the big coolest guy in the school. In high school, beating up like the nerdiest guy. I'm like, bro, you're not getting no points for beating that guy up.
But,
you know
and
what I'm
then what I do appreciate and what I do like is when Dwight Howard fights back. Like, he is now officially the first player to ever be inducted in like 2 or 3 basketball Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the Chinese Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame, and the College Hall of Fame.
Shaq said that
shit.
Dwight said he wanted Shaq to be there when he got inducted to the Hall of Fame. He wanted him to speak.
As like a bitch fucking induct me type shit. Like, it wasn't no like friendly.
Oh, I thought it was a friendly.
No, bro. Whenever he was like gonna get inducted into the Chinese Hall of Fame thing or whatever, like, he straight up did a dance where he had all his trophies basically by his pool, and then was like, you can say whatever about your championships, but I got more hardware than you in 2 different countries or some shit. And he's like doing some little fucking dance on his pool.
And I mean, that's true. You know, he'll never be on Shaq's level regardless. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you can't, like, I think a lot of people forget what Dwight Howard was at one point in time, bro. He's
literally
everybody.
one of the greatest of all time. Like,
I mean,
at his position.
He came in when the center position was a fading position in terms of like dominant, and he was the most dominant player.
He was hilarious on that whole like booty bandit scandal.
Well,
that was going crazy.
That was a lot of
especially when he had like they were like, hey, Dwight Howard's out for this season because he had 100 stitches in his asshole.
It's like, what?
Like,
why? Yeah.
Why?
And there's so many
tears their asshole.
And there's just like so many videos of him just grabbing people's dicks or like slapping
just
on the ass
real
too
fruity
hard.
stuff. I'm like, Dwight, what are you doing? You're too big to be fruity. Imagine getting harassed by him and he wants those cheeks.
Hey man, Bad Dragon sponsorships come at a very high cost.
He's a big black dragon.
Big black bad dragon.
Yeah, that BBD,
put a big black
bro.
baby in you.
BBD, baby. Big black dragon.
Big black baby.
I'm really trying to get off of that, but that's like the dirtiest shit. Like, I mean,
she's a dirty whore, man.
Like
she's a dirty OF.
But you
whore.
know what? But like, even on that, like, I don't listen. At the end of the day, like, whatever. Like, I can't even blame the chick. Like, that, you know what she was. She was an OnlyFans girl.
She's out there to get that money. She literally said 25 a cheek.
Yeah, she's just trying to get money. Like, so at the end of the day, it's like, dude, if your job, if that was you, right? If that was literally your job, you're that chick, and then someone comes up and goes, "I'll throw you 10 mil." Okay, I was trying to get 2,500 a cheek or whatever. It's like now all of a sudden,
that's the crazy thing that's so weird too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't think she would have took the 10 mil?
She would have immediately. That's what I'm saying. I think
jumped on that. That'd have been her rest of her life. She could sit down. I'm not doing anything for the rest of my life.
I think she would have if Shannon paid her right up. But I think he was.
That's why I said I think he was fucking around with her, and that's why she got kind of mad. I think. You know. What I'm saying?
Would you say OnlyFans models are modern day succubi?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Suddy duddy.
Always.
Sure does feel like it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I
go to Las Vegas, man.
I saw that they're all out there too.
I was so mind blown by like, there's a lot of fruity guys out there wilding too. I ain't gonna lie. Like I saw like 5 guys out there on the street last time I went to Vegas, and like,
damn, that's a good way to bring it around to Shaq.
Oh, yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah. They were literally in like slingshot.
Oh.
Joints, you know what I'm saying? Like
banana hammocks.
I was like, sir, please, your balls,
sir,
your balls. Like,
please.
Classic show right there, man. I rewatched that not too long ago, man. So hilarious.
That was a good one. Yeah, man. Still know Lavelle Crawford.
You know it.
That was one of my favorite stand-up.
Man.
Lavelle Crawford.
Check the Lavelle.
I'm gonna kick your ass into your throat, Mama. You don't test him on that one. He will. Yeah, that shit was funny.
What in the sling blade?
You ain't never heard Lavelle Crawford?
Have you ever? You might have seen him before.
Oh yeah, my baby got the sugars.
Big black dude.
Yeah.
Got no neck.
No, it looked like a giant Ninja Turtle out there, bro.
Definitely.
The Comedy Central special I remember him was he had a big purple suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, purplish.
It was a big purple suit.
Well,
that was him.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Looking like Barney.
That fucking sugars joke made me laugh whenever I was a kid, bro.
I don't know which one's my favorite though. Either the kick your ass into your throat, no you can't, yes you can one, or when they're talking about now, whenever you get home from school, you get home, you lock that door, and you don't open that door for anybody, and I mean anybody, or I'll kick your fat ass up and down this house. And it's like
Mama comes up,
his grandma comes over, baby, I took the bus. Grandma, you can sit outside and wait, but Mama said not to open that door for anybody, and she meant anybody.
Grandma.
And then the best one though is he's like, it was his dad. Boy, why you got your grandma out here sitting out here in the cold? You let me, you know I live here. Apparently not. You ain't got a key.
You don't got no key. I was done, man. It's such a funny
when I get in, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's fine, but it ain't gonna be till 8:00 tonight.
He said, now, if you don't mind, I'll get back to my chocolate milk and Thundercats. Chocolate milk and Thundercats, man. That's a good combo.
Shout out LaBelle,
Shout out the Thundercats.
Man. Shout out Thundercats, yeah.
That's another one we lost too soon. But I mean, it was kind of gonna happen.
Who?
Crawford.
I think he's still alive. He's still alive.
He just did a movie not too long ago.
He lost a lot of weight, actually, man.
Yeah, he's actually, he's
one in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
No shit.
Yeah, no, he
was the guy laying on the money.
He was Fuel.
I forgot
with
about that.
Bill Burr.
There you go.
Oh my god.
And then he also did another
Thank God
movie.
you're still alive.
I'm trying to remember, but he also did another movie recently where he was like married to Miss Pat and they had a farm together.
Yeah, he was.
What movie was that?
He did a couple random ass movies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was Hubie Halloween, but it might have been. I think he was part of Hubie Halloween with Adam
It was something
Sandler.
like that. It was something like that.
Yeah, he was funny as shit on that too. Like, your fat ass always out with the cow. Bitch, I know you ain't. So it's like Miss Pat and LaBelle Crawford going back and forth. Fucking hilarious.
Classic, man.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, like going back one more time, spinning back that plate one more fucking time. But that's like when it came to Shannon though, what's her name? Monique told his ass.
Okay, I'm about to Joey Diaz some shit. Do we really give a fuck about Shannon Sharpe? I'm really fucking tired of talking about Shannon Sharpe. No, seriously, fuck Shannon Sharpe. I'm tired of talking about it. Let's spin another fucking plate. Holy shit.
The one last thing I wanted to say.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. There's only so much big black dick I can take. All right?
That's fair.
It's everybody, man.
But the one thing I wanted to say did you see the Monique thing where she had tried to warn his ass a long time ago?
Yeah, I saw that.
And a lot of the shit and it doesn't even have to be about Shannon, but a lot of things that's crazy. If you listen to Monique, she's been saying a lot of shit to happen, and a lot of shit's been happening. Like she's been kind of opening up that Hollywood world.
Oh yeah.
And she's been like exposing like Oprah and Tyler Perry,
everybody,
and a lot of shit.
Yeah,
it's like
there's a lot of shit. They were blackballing her a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she exposed a lot, but yeah, she pretty much predicted everything.
Blackballing.
You know it.
Yeah, but that was the last point I wanted to make. Is like it's just crazy how sometimes like when it comes to the blackballing, some of those people they blackball them because they're right versus like they're just doing the wrong shit. And it's she was one of those people that like legit because she wouldn't play ball. They just kind of like, all right, fine, get the fuck out of here type shit. And it's like come to find out she's been right about so much shit.
Oh yeah, she was right about a lot, man. She predicted it. She's young female black Jesus.
Female black Jesus? What the fuck?
Don't forget the young.
Very predictive. Very predictive.
I've gone deaf in my right ear.
So in 2024, all the women said they would have chosen the bear over the man, right? Now in 2025, a statistic just came out saying most bears are homosexual. Is that a coincidence or not? I think not.
Hold on. Put the butt on, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Kisses.
Okay.
Kisses.
Put it on backwards.
So, Blade, what do you think? Do you think this is coincidence or not?
What was that?
They said in 2024, most women selected the bear over a man being stuck in the woods. But in 2025, most bears have come out as homosexual. Coincidence?
The fuck are you talking about?
I think that just ratifies the whole thing about the best friend of women is gay men.
I didn't know gay bears was on the docket today.
Well, I don't know. He was all pissed off about us talking about other shit, so I just went fucking completely left field and random.
Well, it's just the Shannon Sharpe.
No, but
we need to start making bingo cards for this shit.
James comes up with some random shit. Speaking of random shit, like what was it that
Free space is me putting the Baba Booey sound effect somewhere.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Now, speaking of fucking crazy shit though, like me and you were talking about, we were talking about like so obviously, we ain't got nothing against churches. We're not talking about the chicken. We're talking about the places of worship.
I love churches chicken.
So then let's just move on.
And for the most part, like, ain't got no problem with your inspirational messages. Have a good day. Come pray with us. Da da da.
Yeah.
Every now and then they throw out some real crazy wacko shit. Blade.
So I was on the way home from the shop the other day, right? And I crossed by this nice little church gathering thing called Joshua for Christ. And
who's Joshua? And why is he for Christ?
Oh man, I know he's some fucking religious guy. I don't Bible, bro. Come on, I'm the degenerate extraordinaire.
I don't Beeble.
I don't Beeble.
I don't Beeble at all.
You think I'm Beeble?
Is that Aqua Teen thing?
The Bibble?
The Bibble.
The Bibble.
That's what it was. The
That's
Bibble.
where I got it from, too.
I don't read the Bibble. Oh, God.
But, yeah, so I go by this thing every time, and, like, whenever we lived in that area, me and my wife.
Yeah.
His
wife.
Yeah, she looked out the window, was like, Joshua for Christ, and I thought it was like a, like a campaign kind of thing. Like, yeah, Joshua for Christ, 2024 is what I would always fucking say, right?
Best part about that campaign slogan is Christ is the vice president. Go on.
Is the rice president?
Yeah, apparently he's Asian too.
Yeah,
it's the vice president.
It's the vice
So aggressive.
It's the vice president.
Jesus for Christ.
Oh.
The vice.
Oh. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Hey.
Oh.
Silence.
15 million Chinese people yelling at you at once.
Yeah, in unison.
I'm trying to wake up. Continue, Blade.
Indeed. So, like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen is just Joshua for Christ. And I just immediately, every time I see it, I think of, like, every 4 years, some other guy like James for Christ or Nick for Christ or Blade for Christ. Yeah. And it's a whole campaign thing of just like Christian dudes going, yes, I believe in this
always
thing.
the running mate. That was the funniest part, whatever.
Exactly.
Like Joshua / Christ. Christ is the vice president to Joshua. It's like, who's this guy? Like,
I feel like I know where this is now going. Is this like a new Messiah thing that's happening?
Yes.
More or less, yeah.
Oh,
via like we need Spencer for Christ.
Silence.
Whoa.
I am the Christ.
See, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I'm here for you. I'm your apostle.
So he is white.
He is very white.
Blade, my son.
Oh,
can you carry my message for me?
I can.
Oh man, he chose Blade. Damn it. I'm
What is your
praying to
message,
Buddha.
You got it.
Muslim.
I smite thee.
Too late. Don't believe in you.
Ooh, he got muted.
But that also, so like, I know we were kind of talking about like what other signs, like, so over in our local town where we had high school and shit, like they would always put up crazy signs like, if you're skipping school today, how do you think Jesus would feel?
I'm gonna call them out, Cavalry Kids.
You don't give a
there you go.
I went there, bro.
So you already know.
That is
Yeah.
a wild one. I'm
Tilt
not gonna
it.
lie.
Like it's
Tilt
just,
it. No, the mic. Tilt the mic. That's it. There you go.
Oh, he
I've
figured
done
it
it.
out.
I've done it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Talk.
I do it.
Bueno.
Bueno.
Okay.
What if
Bueno.
What if you
Taco bueno.
What if you picked up a chick right at the bar? You're driving home, out of randomly nowhere. There's a fucking sign. Do you think Jesus would approve of you fucking that drunk whore? And he's just like, I'll turn around. Just leave like the sign.
Driving with the lights
points
off
to
then,
you.
man.
Just
Can I be honest here, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would interpret that sign fucking way differently. Like, what would Jesus do, right? And it's like, well, first of all, Jesus didn't speak English. He knew Aramaic. So, like, he wouldn't understand what this fucking sign is saying. So, he would just go pass on by. Just keep on doing what he's doing. And then maybe, fucking build a chair or two.
Yeah, just be safe. Build a chair
Exactly.
too.
And then get his feet washed every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
build
Wink,
this
wink,
table.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah,
Feet washed. Yeah.
They get pretty
That's nice.
racist over in East Texas, though.
I mean,
They play race.
That's anywhere in the
Texas.
South, homie.
Yeah, I was say everywhere in Texas, man.
everywhere in the South. You look
Did you hear
different, they're going to be weird.
It's a lot of
also
Trump shit out there too.
A lot of good old boys.
That's fun.
Yeah, but, I recently heard that I don't know how to say this, but
The
like
man vibes.
the other side of the parties, right, have realized that they are also Americans and can carry guns and fight for themselves.
Not
So
good, not
it'll
good.
probably even out the plane a little bit more, and
Not good.
fuck around, find out, all that good stuff, for
Yeah.
both sides.
It happens.
I know.
Way.
I'm just. It sounds a lot different in my head, is why.
But
it's not as violent in his head.
It doesn't sound good.
It needs to sound good, dude.
Well, I'm just happy that everybody realizes that they're all Americans, and everybody should realize that we're all Americans.
America.
And we're all armed. Or have the possibility of being armed. So careful.
Right.
Fuck around and find out. Kisses.
I
Love
feel
you.
I feel like that phrase right there is going to be like the most instrumental phrase of like life here the next few years.
Come
Fuck
and
around,
take it.
find out.
Honestly, there's going to be a lot of that, I think.
Yeah,
it already is.
I just
saw it at the auction the other day.
Well, I mean, it's just like with all this crazy shit going on, even with the government or whatever. And I know we don't get too deep into politics, but fuck it, we already touched religion, so why not? So it's just like with all these tariffs and shit, and it's like now China's like, we will not back down, like meet us in the middle type shit, like
in the middle,
like they're ready to go to fucking financial war. And then Canada's on their shit, and they're apparently there's a lot of things going crazy in Canada that like just
Canada's not fucking with us, man,
like at all. And
they took our whiskey away.
Well, apparently we ain't fucking with them either because they're trying to tax like farmers and hardworking people. It's like they got a lot of fucked up shit too apparently going on. Like it's not,
man, it's getting wild out there, man.
Apparently it was like there was a thing where it's like these truckers went on strike because they weren't getting paid or they were basically told to work for free. I don't know exactly, but it was some crazy shit. And more or less they went into these people's bank accounts and drained them dry.
Ooh.
Apparently this is a common thing too.
Ringo said,
yeah, and that's the thing too.
Well,
is
it's been common.
Yeah. So like, and apparently they do that shit a lot. Like if you go against the government and stuff, like it's one of those like almost like secret dictatorships. Like you can't say anything. I mean that's what it ends up.
It's a socialist.
Yeah,
socialist. There you go. Yeah.
That's how socialism works.
I mean, because isn't that
I've known people from Canada where they like one of the guys I work with now. He's Canadian, and he's like, "Yeah, I lost my bar."
Does he make Canadian bacon?
Not anymore.
It's just bacon.
Not good.
It's just bacon now.
Not good.
Yeah, I mean, because if you know,
ham, son.
And I know like Jordan Peterson's had a lot of weird shit or whatever, but I mean that was one thing that happened to him is he started speaking against like the prime minister and the government in Canada when he was a professor, and it's like next thing you know he's fucking suing for his life. Like it's like they're trying to take everything from him.
No, he fucking wasn't. No,
that's what he said. It was something.
Yeah, no, he's gonna say a lot of shit. That dude's a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
Jordan Peterson is?
Yeah, well, before he got his lobotomy, he was okay.
And
then then he went to Russia and got a lobotomy. He came back. He's all whacked the fuck out, dude.
Yeah,
that dude's nuts. That dude likes Ben Shapiro. I'm not. No, fuck
Benny
that.
Blanco.
You know, there's a couple. He's one of those people where it's like again, like you know, a lot of times people don't like to think like him, Shapiro, all those guys. Like 99.9% of the shit that comes out their mouth is lunatic or whatever. But it's like every now and then they do say something. It's like, damn, if only you didn't say all the other crazy shit in between.
The fundamental thing that Peterson says is good. It's good information.
Yeah, like
for
be a
men
man.
to have.
Yeah.
Well, like, well, what does that mean? It's like don't judge other people before you can fix your own issues.
Yeah.
Before you like, what is it? This whole thing's clean your room.
Yeah, clean your room before you point at someone else's house.
Yeah, hell no, I'm not cleaning anything.
You can't make me.
Well, stop bitching about other people, Nick.
Never.
You keep wanting to fight me, I'll fight
Never,
you, bro.
man. No, man, I'm gonna bite your ankles.
But that's even.
You're in my house, son.
Never, man. It's just my grandma's house.
Oh no! Wait, what?
What?
No,
that's right.
But like that's like because I remember one of his things is he was just like everybody tells a man not to be masculine. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. Masculine man is what built the world. It's like they tell you to not have a monster in your head. Absolutely have a monster in your head because there's gonna be a moment you need to be a monster.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the overly masculine guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro.
Chill
out, man. Not that serious, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
You looked at my shoes wrong.
When you're flexing on women and children, I'm like, sir, please. Like,
give it the gun metaphor. Blade will like this. Walk into the venue, walk into the room with 2 loaded rifles, but choose to never have to shoot them.
What do you have for a knife?
But they're there. Like
you need them.
That's essentially a skill set, right? That's how to diffuse any of the bullshit in life, and that's kind of what being a man is. It's like you don't want to have to do it.
Yeah.
Don't have to do it.
Like, listen,
that's like the ability to fight. Like you shouldn't want to look for it.
So whenever you say that stuff, it immediately makes me think of speak softly and carry a big stick.
Exactly.
You know what it makes me think of? And
the last frontier.
Honestly, the best. It's gonna sound really stupid, but some of the best man advice I ever heard was from Red Foreman in That 70s Show. Whenever he was like, Dad, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and he goes,
oh God, that's what he said. Daddy, no.
And then Dad's like told him, like I can't remember, it was about going and getting a job. He's like, I don't want a job, I don't want to have to go to work, I don't want to be a guide to the system, da da da. And he looked at him, he's like, Eric, basically shut the fuck up. That's part of being a man. You got to do shit you don't want to do for people that you care about, even if you really don't want to do it. It's
and that's the thing, honestly, man. Not even on the only honestly not even about being a man, but just being a fucking adult, man. You gotta
being a good person.
You gotta be a good regular person. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Man. Yeah.
Just don't be an idiot, man. It's so simple, but not so simple. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
His whole thing was because like I think the episode was like he could have had a job in a corporate office making good money. But he's like, I don't want to be corporate. He's like, look, man, it's not about what you want. It's about taking care of the people around you that are relying on you, whether you want to. Because you think I want to do this shit, but I got to make sure you eat type shit. You know? And it's like,
definitely.
I think there was even a line. I think it was Fences was the play or something like that. But that's what the guy is like. The son is like an angsty teenager. He's like, I don't feel like you love me. And the dad's like building a house. And he's like pissed off like, I love you, motherfucker. I provide a house. I provide food. I provide clothing. Yeah. Like, loving you is not required, but I do have to like you and I do have to take care of you, make sure you don't die. Exactly. He's like, so don't you ever fucking question my love for you again. I ain't got to tell you shit. I show you kind of shit. And it's
now I want to play the other side of this field for a second, though.
Okay.
Where it's the general economy has just gotten worse since the 70s, if you want to take that route for it.
I mean, that's
You've
true.
gotten worse since the 70s.
It's also very true.
I'm sensitive.
Fucking shit. No screen time for you.
No. Your podcast will suffer.
Nick is a ghost.
You will suffer.
No.
Lightning bolts off camera. Blades.
No, please.
No, I'm a believer.
I believe in the Podfather.
I believe.
He did say he was the first apostle. Was that he said he's the first apostle? So yeah. I mean,
no, he's my first disciple.
Disciple. That's what he said. Yeah. Shit.
The strongest disciple.
I thought you were about to say pastrami.
Strongest pastrami.
The strongest pastrami has the real garlic.
New plate.
Okay. I forgot what the old one was after pastrami. That shit threw me so
Blue
off.
42. Blue 42.
Pastrami. Omaha.
Come on, Aaron. You're looking like Aaron Rodgers with
Hey,
the plays.
what chord is this new?
This is a de-hyphenized monotone. Once you take it to the treble clef, the boys get in. My teacher always told me that the boys get in trouble in the.
My teacher once told me.
Yeah, she said the girls get in trouble in the treble clef.
That was a very Terrence Howard deflection.
Okay, I think I know what you're trying to do.
Everything but what he was asked. I'm very smart in the way I say things, but even though I'm not answering your question directly.
Are you trying to do the every good boy does fine thing?
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know shit about what you said. But
no, I'm
kind of high right now. I don't know.
Just really
no, not high at all.
Up.
But yeah, my teacher back in the day, man, that's what she always said. Boys get in trouble in the bass clef, girls get in trouble in the treble clef.
What? Yeah. The boys in the hood are always hard.
I don't know what school they were saying that into. I hope they weren't saying that.
What was that Easy song? Come fuck with something and we'll fuck. I can't remember. It was an Easy line. So the boys in the hood are always.
There's
hard.
There's a lot of wild Easy lines out there, boy.
Like something will fuck up your yard or something. It's like a really weird fucking line.
I will fuck up your yard.
I will fuck up your yard.
Drive up in your.
Well, that makes me. So this is a funny video I saw earlier. Was like when you're trying to release all your stress and it's like, but it causes more trauma. And basically, it's like this lady. She's in the middle of the woods and she just tries to scream out towards the woods, right? Like let out all her frustrations. And some dude's taking a shit in the general direction. So as soon as she screams, the guy freaks out. He comes running with his pants out and toilet paper everywhere. And it's like then she freaks out because shit, it's a guy taking a shit in the woods. And I was like, I don't know what side of that scenario would be worse. Like, if you're the woman just trying to get your frustrations. I've had such a rough day. I can't handle no more. Here comes some big fat guy taking a shit in the woods. Just god damn, I didn't need to see that.
If a bitch takes a shit in the woods, would anybody hear it?
Nope.
Maybe those gay bears.
That's them that words
or
of
the
wisdom
cocaine
from
bear.
The Podfather.
The Podfather.
Oh yes.
Or could you imagine being the guy like you're on a hike, you know you got to shit, you're trying your damnedest to get back to wherever you got to get to, but you just can't wait no more. You already feel awkward as hell having to squat against a tree, and then out of nowhere.
Well, I told you about that wild instance I had
at Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, that was a wild one. But I also had an interesting instance. My dad lives in North Carolina, and I actually had an encounter where I had a shit in the woods. Did not go as planned.
So you shit in the bridge of your pants or whatever?
No. I got the shitting actually went smoothly.
The shitting was smooth.
Yeah, it was the wiping. So we're at like my friend. He's taking care of like a
thumb in a water bottle.
Oh, I wish I could. I wish I
had a water bottle.
Yeah, I wish I had a water bottle. We didn't have those resources.
He had to scrape on the ground.
Literally, I just went over where me and my friend taking care of these people from his church's house or whatever while they're out of town or whatever. In the backyard they have like a little dock, you know what I'm saying, and they have like a little fishing line set up and shit whatever, chilling. So and they have a dog out there too, so we're taking care of the dog, feeding the dog. Dog's chilling, whatever. So I go back there, I'm like, bro, I have to shit so bad. It was like a mile to walk over there. We just walk. We're kids, you know what I'm saying. So we just walked over there. We don't care. But it's like a mile. He was like, bro, like I don't the door is locked. You know what I'm saying. We can't get in the house. We just can get in the backyard. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm gonna shit in the woods. Like they have just like a wooded area right before you get
to
North
Carolina.
Yeah, like it's yeah. I'm like, bro, I'll be cool, you know what I'm saying? Go to shit in the woods. Fine. The dog comes up after I'm shitting, you know what I'm saying? Literally wilding out on the shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to lick my butt. He's getting excited as hell. I'm like, sir, please get this goddamn dog. Yeah. My boy gets the dog away from me. I'm like, all right, let me wipe. There's nothing to wipe with, obviously, but the leaves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll just wipe with a leaf. It'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Ivy. Wipe with like 4 or 5 leaves. Bro, the leaves were so fucking sticky. There was so much shit, and my cheeks were stuck together for so long. You know what I'm saying? It was the wildest thing ever. I was just like, yo, it's just so uncomfortable.
Super glued
you know
his cheeks together.
Literally, just super glued my cheeks together, man. It's so uncomfortable.
So everybody in prison, go take a shit in the woods and wipe with the leaves. Exactly, you'll be all right for a while.
Yes, you'll
They're
be
most
safe.
likely oak.
Yes, properly oak.
Nice and sappy.
Yes, it's mad sap all over him, man. Did not plan on that, but yo,
I appreciate you sharing this with us.
Cheeks closed. I know you would want to know, so definitely.
Yeah. Oh, on the contrary, I really wanted to know.
No, but I wanted to know the most.
Oh, you see, you learn things from every day.
I got some topics over here we can monologue on if you want to do that. So
go ahead.
What you got over there, young man?
Okay, so this is topics for y'all, all right? And I showed Blade already. He already got the sneak peek, right? All right. So I'm kind of a genius. All right, so here we go.
Okay,
it's fair.
Ball surfing. Tony Treetone.
What are we doing here?
Baby Funk.
Baby Funk. Is that like related to Baby Gronk?
Yes.
Oh man, that little guy.
Baby Gronk.
All right, Nephew Basket.
What in the fuck?
Wooden Ice.
I really thought he had something smarter to say with this. It's just phrases.
Stop me when you finally want to do one, okay?
What are we doing with it?
What are we doing
with
it?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Piano monologue. James was wanting to do this.
Oh, you talking about that? No. Okay, we're doing this differently. Okay, hold on.
What do you mean?
No, I actually had a different idea.
I have some good ones in here, like the Jew Fighters.
Jew Fighters. Oh, shit.
Like Dr. Cray, the Beatles, but Chinese.
That's actually good. A Chinese Beatle.
The Beatles, but Chinese.
Chinese Beatles.
I got a couple.
Gotta have wolf,
we all live on Sierra
yeah.
Submarine.
Gotta have wolf, yeah.
So I put this one. I put fake Bake Off, and then right underneath it, I put the Great American Jerk Off.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, James' favorite.
I think Limp Bizkit had a song about a ookie cookie. Pretty much the same thing.
I think that's
did it all for the what?
So now I was thinking the bands. I was thinking Peen Day. Would be a good one.
So this is what I was thinking about doing.
Boner Receiver. Ku Klux Klan and Clark.
Oh hell no.
And Clark.
So the KKK.
Superman's a racist.
Clark Kent.
Superman's a racist. Apparently.
I was thinking Shannon Sharpe.
Oh look,
Klan and Clark.
James with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Cards
Darth Vader Land. And
so this is how I was envisioning doing the thing.
Kobe
Darth
Jack
Vader
and Bryant.
Land sounds like
Kobe Jack. I love cheese.
I say Kobe Jack and Bryant.
Kobe Jack
cheese.
and Bryant. There you go. Cheese.
I love cheese.
So what I was thinking is like, well,
Shaq's Sugar Smack. Go ahead.
Shaq Sugar Smack.
Today, Junior.
So what I was thinking we could even do is like, I'm gonna pull a random question and I'm gonna pull a random response, and then you got to come up with a song with whatever you play to it.
What?
You didn't pay attention.
We're having a beef.
Yeah. Long range beef.
So for example, I already pulled this one for Nick.
Okay.
You can play the song for him, but Nick,
in attack mode.
You have to, yes, and also defense mode. I can play 2 cards because screw the rules. Nothing.
I have nothing.
So you got to come up with a song.
Okay.
About your new favorite porn star is Joey Blank McGee.
Oh.
But you also have to somewhere incorporate 20 cheerleaders laughing at your tiny penis.
It's a lot of things to remember.
It ain't gotta be a melody. You can just kind of monologue on top of it.
He's gonna play, and you just gotta go with it. So.
I personally like doing the monologuing where you're like, what's the guy that's a captain?
Oh, like Zach Brannigan?
Not Zach Brannigan.
Captain Morgan?
Captain Picard?
No, not like Captain Picard. The other one, the fucking...
Captain Crunch.
Kobayashi Maru. Captain Kirk. There we go.
Yeah. Star.
I think Captain Crunch works better.
He just...
Star Trek. Log number
Beluska-Doo,
835.
Exactly.
Yeah. We
Rocket Man
landed.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
On this
The Rocket Man.
exotic planet. Yeah, that type shit. That fucking
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
Big Willie style?
Yeah.
Big Willie Shatner. Yeah.
You gotta do it William Shatner style. That's how I like doing
She
it.
drank champagne.
Shapagna.
Champagne on the rocks.
All right, you ready, son?
Run it.
You ready for your song?
Again, I don't know what I'm doing, but
All right,
run it.
you got to make a song. He's gonna play you a beat.
Okay.
You got a freestyle song about your new favorite porn star, and somehow it also incorporates 20 cheerleaders laughing at your tiny penis.
Okay. Favorite porn star. Laughing at my penis, 20 bitches.
Doesn't matter. It's just got to combine somehow. Yep.
Here comes the beat.
Here it comes.
Come on.
There is no beat. I'm just...
Oh, come on. You got to give him something. There it is.
Oh, that's all I need right there. I don't even need a bass. And you know what I told y'all earlier? Boys get in trouble in the bass clef. Girls get in trouble in the treble clef. Got 20 cheerleaders and they're laughing at my weenie. I don't think it's funny at all, little beanie on my little head. But that's my condom. I don't think it's funny at all. I'm about to blind them when I pull the big balls out. See, they know my weenie's tiny, but my balls is ginormous.
That's right.
That's a good enough.
That was a hell of a bar to end on.
I didn't
But
get to
balls
the porn
are
stars.
No, but it's close enough. You got the 20 people laughing at your tiny penis. So that's all
Oh, man, it's not enough. It's not enough people. I need more.
Not enough people.
I need more people laughing.
I need more people laughing.
I need a stadium.
I get off at you
Come on,
laughing.
Come on. Give me more.
All right, let's see what Blade pulls out.
I'll go a cappella.
I don't need you. No, there's 20 more people laughing.
DJ, run that shit back.
Oh, Blade, your song.
Hey, I'll get on it.
I'll do it. Don't you? Holy shit!
Get on
it. Blade, you might actually be able to do a song about this. Ooh. So one of your prompts is sanding off a man's nose.
Oh,
in a song. That's nice.
Perfect.
And the new Chevy Tahoe with the power and space to take everywhere you go.
You said it was a Chevy Tahoe?
Fuck a Ford.
That's what it says. The new Chevy Tahoe. So yeah.
What did you call my mother?
What'd you call my motherfucker? All right.
Shh, quiet. Hey, yo, DJ, spin that shit.
DJ Kai.
Me.
Oh, yeah.
You.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Have you ever been torturing a motherfucker and realized, man, that man needs his nose gone? Well, you reach out to the Chevy Tahoe. The Chevy Tahoe has 800 horsepower of nose-ripping capabilities using that belt. Just like a belt sander. Especially if you know what you're doing there. So if you have a problem with your neighbor named Greg, and it might be a little specific talking about this, but Greg Fitzgerald, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Me and my Chevy Tahoe coming for that asshole. More like, we're gonna grind that nose off.
Oh, shit, fucking Greg.
Sorry, Greg.
The 2025 Chevy Tahoe.
Jesus.
I was hoping
got enough power to take a nose off of Greg.
I was hoping you would do that. Do you know what it's like to drive a Ford commercial type thing? And that's what I kind of felt like you were going
exactly.
with.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was good. Nick, are you ready for another?
That's my.
Bitch,
my
it's your turn.
Yeah. You run it, young lady.
This is how we end the show, son.
Yeah, that's my bid, Chevy. That's how.
Man.
That's how I get in your commercials.
Just it is.
Damn. Oh, I got to play the cards that are drawn to me.
That's right, man. The heart of the cards.
This is some shitty shit. The secret to a lasting marriage is communication, and being fat and stupid.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's what I drew. So, some peanuts level shit.
I mean, fat and stupid, right?
I mean, yeah, no.
Took a bite of the apple.
Trying to think, I want to say this. So you say you wanna have a good marriage in life. Let me tell you, you gotta be fat and stupid to your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Lie with whatever you say. Eat all the cake and fatty foods all day, because if you're fat and stupid, your wife will like the way you looking. Ringo getting down.
Ringo.
Because you all know they want you to be fat, not a hoe.
Oh, yeah.
Be a dumbass. There you go.
So the whole time Ringo was jiving,
Ringo was
jumping,
getting
bro.
with that one. Yeah, he was.
Look at that. As soon as he stopped, he stopped.
He's like,
back to dead.
I mean, he was
Boy was jamming.
Boy was getting down with it. Now he's like, wait, why are y'all on the TV?
That boy saw some merengue, boy.
Hey, man, he knew what was up.
Get it, baby. Get it.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Something.
Okay. Oh. Okay. All right now.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
back
that
in the-
Get out of the way, Ringus. All right, we're done.
we're done.
Ringo.
Are we done?
Closed us up.
Bro, I'm tired. We're done.
Oh boy.
All right.
I don't know. I'm back in town. Oh, and someone is singing that sound. No, Leon Dole. Oh, someone is singing that cat dog.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
He's a cat dog.
Hey, loan to the word with little cat dog.
Little cat dog.
Now I'm at the pod and I don't care. Tell your mama she better shake that underwear. If that ass clapping, yeah, I said goddamn shake it, bear.
Cat
Hey,
dog.
them bears are gay. I don't care about them. Hey, Ray. Hey, I said hooray. Your mama shaking booty cheeks all day.
Cocaine
Yeah. Look at James and look at Spence. He got the beef. I don't care. I chop him in the fucking knee.
Well, anyways.
I'll pluck those little neck hairs off James' ass.
Nah,
yeah,
little.
he got neck
Hold
hairs on his ass.
Wait a
I
minute.
eat
Wait a
grass.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait
You're
a
really
minute.
trying to interrupt, man?
Wait a minute.
You're really trying.
Yes.
You want a good show?
The one thing,
Yeah.
the one thing I will not let this show end on is to be thought I have little ass hairs.
Yeah.
They are ginormous. Goddammit! I will knit you a sweater.
Look at Ringo. He said, I bow to my sensei.
Hey, don't you cut
I
me off,
bow to my
Spencer.
sensei.
I have the power. I
Okay,
can
you
silence
stop
you, son.
fucking with the mic and shit, man. You fucking with
We
the
stop
flow
fucking with
show.
Nick's flow.
Hey,
Anyways.
I'm flowing. Yeah, you know. Get outside and cut the hose.
Oh, you know, Shannon. Cut the hose.
Accidentally, that'll be bad. I don't care. I'm jumping like a dad. On child support. I don't care. I'm on the porch. Spitting like I got tobacco. I don't play. I got the crack G.
All right, everybody. Good night, everybody.
My booty cheeks
That's
is
the end
on
of
your
that.
mama's nose for real.
We love you consensually.
Bye.
Thank you very much. I ain't even chilling. I'm popped the pill. And it's Viagra.
Oh, Chad
My blood is
Ochocinco.
building.
He's got the Ocho Cinco secret.
You just keep it going. and
It's
going
not a
and
sword. It's my weenie I'm wielding.
going. No, the last